Hello, good morning, and welcome to the JRV Morning Show. I'm your host, J. Richard Varvel. Welcome. Watson is hiding under the bed. He should be joining us shortly. But we're just going to get started today. So, what a wild Monday it's already been. Let me get signed on into my computer while the network is finding people that are available and available to come live and join the show. So we're just going to do this really fast. I appreciate you being patient. Thank you everybody joining me live as well as in the archives. I greatly appreciate it so much. And Watsy Potsy, come on, let's come to the show. You want to come to the show? Let's come to the show. Watsy Potsy, coming to the show. Okay, there we are. Just gonna share you really fast. Share to my timeline. You guys are awesome for being patient with me. I'm gonna grab a drink. Alright, that's been shared. Wonderful. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna take a moment to collect myself here before we really get into it. Alright, so I'm just gonna start off with the segment that I want to do, that we're gonna do, but we're just getting started. Come here, Watts. Oh boy, come here, thank you. Oh yeah, you're coming right in time, right before we get into it. So today is gonna be just a little bit of an introduction. So again, Jordan Maxwell, he's been in the occult studies and in that whole realm for the past 50 plus years, doing research, not only in the libraries, reading books and digging in that way, but also being around people in the occult in one way or another, whether they be family members or friends. And so he not only has his own personal experiences, as well as what he has found out in his own research. So some things that we're going to dig into here. These are the things that the symbols and let's see how I want to say this. Okay, so most of what we're going to talk about is all on the surface. It's all right in front of your face. However, it's cleverly hidden. So what I'm talking about here is the subtleties. So why all countries have uniforms, why, as far as like the military, and why in the working world are we in uniforms, as also like on the coat of arms of different countries, why are there different colors and symbols used, and those colors and symbols mean who those countries are aligned with, and so there's a story there, as well as in the military, the uniforms. And I'm just going today, I just decided I'm just going to go from the flow and see where we go here, because every time I tried to be prepared, it was just like, no, just you're gonna go from the flow. So uniforms, and then like countries, the coat of arms, colors, symbols there, as well as all, like when the generals and all the military leadership, they have all those like different symbols and all their different regalia and all that stuff that tells everybody that is in the know who they are, who they're aligned with, what they're in charge of, you know, all this stuff. So there's that. Also on the flags, countries, all of the flags, the colors that are used, the symbols on the flags, those all mean something. Just like on our dollar bill, the eagle with the feathers, the pyramid with a capstone, with the all-seeing eye, you know, all this means something. And it means, and it doesn't just mean something, it's part of what's running this reality. So the other part would be the number 12. So we have 12 months in a year. We have 12 signs in the zodiac. We have 12 hours in a, well actually we have 24 hours in a day, but broken in half is 12 hours. The waking time, you know, if we half it, so 12 hours awake, 12 hours of sleep, even though I know we don't all go do it that way. But however, the number 12 is prominent. How else? I know there's more 12s. 12 apostles. What else is 12 watts? Why am I blanking on 12? I know there's more. Okay, so let's see what else we want to dig into. Okay, so even these symbols and colors on different logos for popular companies that we use every day, such as Chevron or and such as Exxon. Those are just two that are coming to mind, I guess, because we live in Bakersfield with the gas and oil. But it's not just those symbols. It's companies that have been around a long time, big, huge multinational companies, usually very carefully pick their colors and symbols because they mean something. Just like at the Academy Awards or the Super Bowl, you know, these are opportunities and times where the occult, the elite, do not symbols, but rituals and ceremonies. Think about one of the standouts is Madonna and her whole Egyptian kind of ritual that she did. And then the Grammys. Last night we had the Oscars. And there's no accident that the Oscars was planned on the new moon eclipse. There's no accident there. That's a very synchronistic event. These are, like one of the things I saw that really stood out to me last night when I watched the Oscars was there was this one background where there was a bunch of Oscars and they were beautifully lit, and it was like they were made out of this chain mail, but it was like with Swarovski, like something shiny, glimmery, some kind of crystal that glimmered and made these Oscars look beautiful, but above them you could still see, just not as lit as brightly, but the chains that went all the way to the ceiling, as if the Oscars were being held up or, you know, marionetted by something bigger or above the Oscars. So, you know, even though this is this big thing, you know, the actors, it's like, you know, the epitome of their career, getting this award. Oftentimes, especially if you're in Hollywood, I mean, and they want to make it seem like it's the epitome award to get, for anyone to get, let alone someone in that industry. And so, but yet even the Oscars hanging there and has the cords to the ceiling, you know, showing that there's someone hidden, there's something behind the Oscars that's running the show. You just don't get to see it. You're not part of the club. So those are the kind of things we're going to dig into, as well as encoded messages in the Bible, encoded messages within religion, why they're encoded that way, what those stories are really trying to say. So those are the kind of things that we're going to dig into. I just felt like there needed to be some kind of foundation, some kind of container. We're not going to be able to cover everything because he literally has hours and hours and hours of videos and hours and hours and hours of research that he has on his website as well as on YouTube. So there's no way in the format that we have here where things happen fast and we go from one thing to the next that I'm going to be able to really dig into everything. However, I'm just going to trust my guidance. I think I'm going to do what I did last with like the blends of the day, get that little container and put a few topics in there, and then we'll just once a day pick out, and I feel like we'll maybe do it for the next, since today I took as an introduction day and we didn't really dig into anything specific, but maybe the next 2 weeks pick these topics out of the jar and just see what format the universe wants them to be unfolded in, and then we'll go from there. So it's almost time for the 11/11 meditation, and good morning to you, Aaron. Thank you so much for joining the show. I greatly appreciate you joining us. And just a little quick tidbit while we're going into the 11/11 time. So we did a little dancing with George Michael and Freedom, and YouTube automatically monetized it and monetized it with EMI, which is the record company that must own George Michael's music library. However, Facebook sent me this message like, you have copyright information in your video. You know, if it's not yours, you need to take it down. And so I didn't take it down yet. I'm just going to kind of see what happens, because I'm surprised that Facebook doesn't have the same kind of system to automatically monetize it as YouTube. But if they happen to take it down, the video version, the archive is on YouTube, and so far it hasn't been taken off of VidMe either. So anyhow, we'll just kind of go with it because I really do like the dancing. I want to continue to incorporate it when it feels natural to do so. And so we'll just kind of make it work. will work within the system even though we're not part of the system. All right, it's 11:11. Let's go ahead and close our eyes and get ready and get into the meditation. Yes, let's close our eyes and begin to grow roots from the base of your spine and the bottoms of your feet down into the center of Mother Earth, saying hello and waiting for a response back. All right. Mother Earth loves when we connect with her in this conscious, awake, and aware way. She is alive just like us, and she absolutely loves when we connect in this way, where we can have this exchange of information, that is done in such a way that it's part of your conscious, awake, and aware, bringing it into your daily life. Yes, it's part of your internal guidance system. It's part of what you came here with, your connection to the earth. Yes. I would like you now to become aware of the gold and silver ball of light at the center of your heart space. And I would like you to begin to grow this gold and silver ball of light. Bigger, 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 past your physical bodysuit. This is growing bigger, bigger, bigger. We're going to go out 33 feet. Again, that's 33 feet this morning. And this is a golden silver sphere of light that is emanating from your heart space out like a star in every direction, emanating from the unlimited source within you. This is your God energy. This is your divine spark. This is your unique vibration, your personality. This is what emanates and animates your reality. Wonderful. Say hello. Good day. Okay, so wonderful. This is what people call their higher self. Oftentimes, I like to call it my highest, deepest self, because it's not really a high part of me. It's actually the part of me that's deepest, 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 deepest within me. Yes, untouchable by this outer world. This is an inside out kind of energy, and it emanates from a place that is untouched by this reality. Wonderful. All right, let me tune in for just a moment and just see where we're going to take this morning's meditation, this morning's journey. All right, so we're going to go to the bottom part of Texas, the little tippy tail where Texas, Mexico, and the ocean all meet. We're going to go there. So I would like you to take off in your gold and silver ball of light, headed towards Texas from wherever you are physically located. And we are again heading to where the bottom of the state, where there's the landmass ends at like the tippy point, and it is right there at the border of Mexico, where it also meets the Gulf of Mexico, and so that we're right there at the water and the United States and the Mexico border. We're right there where all three come together, figuratively. You know, it doesn't have. We're not looking for exacts here. We're just looking to get there in our imagination, and of course our internal guidance system will take us right there. All right, and again, we're not bound by time, space, or any of the natural laws of physics, such as gravity. I almost say gravitation. Nope, we're not in a gravitation being, people, but we are not affected by gravity, and we are off like a flash, flying to that point where the border of the United States, the very tippy point of Texas, the Mexico, and the Gulf of Mexico meet. And we are just hovering over that area. We have not landed, and we are looking up towards the United States. And I would like you to imagine as if the sun is coming up, you're the sun, and the rays are shining out up, covering all of the United States, as well as shining all the way around you, so shining across all of Mexico, as well as out into the water. And so we're just going to be shining out this golden universal light, and you're going to be shining it out like a sun, and it's coming out from our heart space, from the infinite source of energy within us that's connected to the infinite awareness, the infinite consciousness of the universe. And that energy, that universal life force energy, we are going to imagine it as a golden color, and it is flowing out from our heart space, and it is shooting out like a star in every direction. It's filling us up first, and our cup runneth over, and it literally shines out, covering North and South America. We are doing a healing on ourselves, on all of humanity, on all life here in the Americas, North, South, and Central. We are just blasting this golden energy of the Most High, this universal life force energy out, and it is assisting humanity and all life on this planet in this now moment. And for those of you that are joining in the archives, you're able to join in this powerful energy that we are creating together, and you can do that at any time that you happen to join. We are not limited by time or space here, and it's irrelevant for this particular meditation. The power and the energy is here whenever you decide to watch it and join in. Wonderful. We're just being an observer here, tuning in to see what awareness wants to come through to the surface, what wants to be made known to us from our higher self, from our highest, deepest self in this now moment. You might be also seeing some other colors and symbols. That's the way Spirit often likes to communicate with us. Again, just be aware of what you're seeing, and you can always analyze it after we come out of this meditation. We're just going to allow these energies to continue to move. They still feel like they're flowing quite intensely, so we're going to allow that energy to continue to move through us, onto the planet, really bringing a new level of love and light here, not only in this part of the planet, but it also radiates throughout the rest of the planet, really bringing Mother Earth's energy up into a higher energy vibration. Yes. That's how powerful we are. We are able to engage and co-creatively collect an earth that we really want to be living on, and we can truly use all of our gifts and abilities to change it, and it's not locked into what we see in our day-to-day reality as we see it today. All is flexible and fluid, and it is all changing as we speak. And we continue to do that through our co-creative abilities, because it all changes through our changing the energy. Everything starts in the energy, and it's the last to show up here in this physical reality, this reality of form. Form is the last thing to show up. All right. That feels complete, everybody. I want you to please thank yourself, thank the earth, thank your Light Align team, the entire company of heaven, all the universal life forces of love and light. Yes. And I would like you now to begin to fly back to wherever you are physically located, and you get there faster than the speed of light. In fact, you get there back as a flash, faster than a flash, Watts. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, and become aware of your physical body. And open your eyes whenever you are ready. Woo! That felt like a big one, peeps. I'm not sure what that is. Watts? Watts has some fuzzies on him. Wow. So okay, that was a big one. That was really good energy. I felt there's a lot going on underneath the surface right now. There is a tremendous amount happening in the energy. I don't know if you guys are noticing. Those of you that are sensitive like me might be picking it up in however you sense it. I know for me, I can tell in the buzzing in my ears, and it's not like a loud buzzing. It doesn't like bother me, but it's like this background where I can hear the energy. The energy's moving, and oh, they're crackling, crackling. There's quite a bit underway, so I'm excited, and I feel like we're a part of it. All of us here that are joining forces in this community, whether you join in at 11 or whenever you happen to watch. And yes, Sean, I've noticed that as well. Sean has mentioned that technology has been wonky, and I have noticed that myself. I've been experiencing all kind of weird glitchy things, including blowing out bulbs. Thanks for the confirmation. Sean's just saying that, and yes, that was very powerful. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. So without further ado, we're going to get into the card reading of the day, and then we'll open it up. If anybody would like to call in for questions, or I would like a mini energy reading. But first, we're going to see what wants to come through for everyone. And good morning to you, Sean. Thanks for joining this morning. All right. Ooh, I like it. Deeper look. So this one is deeper look. So it's almost like kind of like a magnifying glass. And so that's what I feel like we're doing it on the show, so we're right on time there. Really digging into some of the different hidden meanings and symbols of things that run this reality. The special that we're going to be really getting into and digging into with the things I've learned from Jordan Maxwell. That's all part of that deeper look, where more truth and more light comes into what has been hidden, even if it has been hidden right in front of our face, which oftentimes it is hidden right in front of our face. That's how the occult magic works, is it has to be out there in the collective, so that way they can always say, oh, but it's been right here all along. But they are clever at how it is hidden right out in plain sight. It's just hidden in plain view. So that's part of this deeper look that's coming through for the card of the day. Good morning, Gina. It's great to have you join us this morning. I'm just doing the card reading of the day here. So let me just see what else wants to come through for deeper look. Okay, so it's more analyzing what's really going on in this reality. There's a lot going on with President Trump and the changes that are being made, and I know there's a lot of people that think that he's not a part of the system, and I hate to break it to you all, but he's a part of the system like anybody else in his position is a part of the system. I feel like when you are in a role like Donald Trump, or where you're a CEO, or you're making millions or even billions of dollars, you're not in that position willy-nilly. You've had to work at it, not only work at that, as well as you are often chosen and are chosen for that position through your occult connection, through your secret society connection, because the powers that be want to make sure that anybody at those levels can be controlled and manipulated, and that can get anything done that they want, and they want to make sure that they have that ability to exercise that power. So there's quite a bit of an infrastructure that has been built in. This, some people would consider it very dark, nefarious, and some of it is, but not all of it. Some of it is just hiding precious knowledge and information that might be misused or abused if it were to get out into the public. But some of it is definitely used to control and manipulate the masses. All right, so again, deeper look. It's important for us to do our own research. It's important for us to ask ourselves, the questions of what's really going on here. what can I show me now? What's new for me to see here? What have I been blind to in the past? These are all different questions that you can ask yourself to dig deeper, to go further with what your highest and deepest self wants to show you today. Because there's more that wants to be revealed. Okay, so that feels complete. If anybody would like to now call in for questions or a mini energy reading, the call-in number is 661-800-5875. And again, that's 661-800-5875. And you're also able to comment in if you'd like as well. Yeah, Watts? You ready for comments and questions and maybe a mini energy reading? Are you ready to tune in to the crystal ball? I think he's like, no, I'd rather to just keep sleeping. He's my sleepy, tired boy. Yeah. We did a little trim on his haircut, and we did a bath over the weekend, so he's extra nice and soft, and he smells nice and good, and so he's extra fun to cuddle with. Yeah. He's extra fun. Okay. So I don't believe anyone is going to comment or call in this morning, so we're going to go ahead and take this opportunity to close out the show. I want to surround everyone with a huge hug of love, and I want to thank everyone that joined in live, as well as all those that have joined in the archive. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 11 a.m. We'll be back here. Then, right, Watts? All right. Love you all. See you then. Bye-bye.